I think he out for the whole.
He might be out for the whole playoffs.
I
That's
think
what
he
I'm
may be
thinking
out for
too.
the whole thing, bro. Unless they make it to like Game 3 in the finals
They're
type
probably
shit.
pulling like the Kawhi thing where they just take it round by round.
Just so niggas don't game plan.
I'm not knocking it, but all he does, well, part of his game is just I'm gonna get here and I'm gonna just ram into you enough to where it looks like you fouled me, even though I'm initiating all the contact. Shaq used to do that shit a lot. That's the Shaq post up offense. And then if I miss, I'm gonna just grab the rebound. Because I can come down and jump faster and get off the ground faster than you. Now these dudes supposed to be able to. Of course, he got that down pat. And you're gonna foul. Oh yeah, we live already. But I just turned it on. What up, y'all? How we sound? How we sound? Let me check. Take your time. Take your time, bro. Take your time.
Put the front way.
Take your time.
Oh, they came back with 18.
Yeah. They keep surging. Boston.
Nah, it's a wrap for this game.
I don't know, man. Boston
It's a wrap for
keeps
this game.
responding here and there,
This is
but
Boston's game.
they
Every
look
game.
shaky though.
Remember when what's his name? DeMar DeRozan had that 40-point game against the Bucks?
Yeah.
Sometimes like that's just you just gonna get a game.
Cool. Appreciate it, Rob. Appreciate it, Ant-Man. I mean, and pressure bust pipes, bro. Like Boston could tighten up.
Nah, Boston need this game for confidence. Otherwise, if they lost this game, it was gonna be a sweep. Boston's gonna win this game because it's like, look, we ain't that shitty. We gonna lose to these niggas. Look,
see what I mean? But they're doing like little silly shit.
Nah, Brown is just trying to showcase that he's that nigga.
The other thing I noticed is that the Bucks are playing harder than the Celtics, and they haven't managed to match that intensity. So, see, they even said everybody just kind of standing around.
I really secretly thought the Celtics were going to struggle without Marcus Smart because he's the heart and soul.
No. He like Draymond. You don't need him for every game. You just need him for the games.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I kind of with you. I was surprised they were up by as much as they were when I saw that he actually didn't play. Because I missed the first half. I was on my way. I was doing stuff around the house on my way up here, but then I turned it on. It was like 70-46. I was like, what the fuck? I thought it said Bucks. The green threw me off. I was like, oh,
their uniforms is too similar.
Boston putting them hands on them. Let's see. What was I going to do? But as silly as it sounds, man, like sometimes it's as simple as just running offense and scoring. I know that sounds kind of silly and obvious, but I'm thinking of, I say that when I'm thinking about what Minnesota was doing. Mm-hmm. Like they got out of character and everybody kind of wanted to be the hero and make that shot. It's like, just play the game. Just play the game like, even though things have changed, but play it like nothing has changed. Mm-hmm. And you'll get yours. But most of these teams, they most of these guys panic. They start freaking out. Everybody wait on the next guy to be the hero, and a little silly stuff like that. And then they just next thing you know is everybody's going downhill. So
it's crazy how these games are so different from game to game. You know what I'm saying? Like
every time
you can win one game by 30 and lose the next game by 20, and you're playing the same team the next night.
That's why it's the best of four.
Run down. You're gonna lose the streak.
Yeah, Mr. Ant, man, I have to do the double duty, man. I have to.
Yeah, as soon as this over, I gotta go knock out. Is the mic? Cause I have to wait on that damn audio from Jalen.
Forgot about that.
Anyway, that's quick. It's funny how quickly we can forget about people. Anyway, let's get started. This is the place where sports opinions collide. Dennis Sports. I'm your host, Kenneth Beans. Joining me on the show, we got Shelton J.
What's good, man? What's happening?
Chilling. Nikki Duce.
What's happening?
And I'm not sure. I didn't reach out to him to see if he was coming on the show, so we may or may not see Q tonight. Philly lost last night, so I think I got a good idea that.
No. He knew better not to come tonight.
Yeah, so
he knew better not to come tonight.
I don't think we're gonna.
What was them shits he was posting in the chat a few weeks back in the during that early James Harden when he was balling and shit?
Oh yeah, I can't believe this is my life or something like that.
Not even that. The stat where he was like James Harden is like the most pure scorer, some shit like that.
Yeah.
Like, bro, I was like, all right, bro.
You know he hurt, man.
He hurt bad, but now he be trying to be slick. So all he do is down. Like he make it if they win, it's like
he shit on them early.
Yeah.
He ain't used to being in a good relationship, Sheldon. That's what
that's what it is.
You know what I'm saying? He ain't used to that. He used to toxicity, so that's why he just react the way he react.
Yep.
You know
and he kill his own team. That way, when they do good, it's kind of like I didn't expect.
Exactly. He been shitting on Harry Roseman this whole time, even though that nigga brought him a Super Bowl, and now he probably had one of the best drafts this year.
That was,
he ain't say shit.
Best drafts in
outside
years.
of the Jets, ain't nobody really draft better than the Eagles.
Nobody. So I was thinking that, I meant to hit
and he ain't say shit about it in the chat.
Nothing. I meant to hit him up and ask him like, why?
I think all he said was like, "Oh yeah, this gonna prove if Jalen Hurts is." Yeah. What he say? He said either he shitball or he a backup.
Jalen a backup, but still, I don't think you need that.
Jalen got a chance. He got a shot. He got a Dak Prescott shot.
You turned against him last year.
I know, but I'm saying now he got a Dak Prescott shot. Because if you take those weapons away from Dak Prescott, we know who he is. But if you add him with weapons, he could do something.
I feel you, but we saw Dak with we saw it with Dak though.
Better coaching, I believe though.
Yeah, Jason Garrett. The only thing he really had.
No, I'm talking about the Eagles with these weapons with this coaching staff. Is I think they will have a better opportunity to succeed than what he's getting with Mike McCarthy and them.
Yeah. But when Dak came on scene, Jason Garrett was the coach. And when Dak was winning those games, Jason Garrett was the coach. In his rookie year, 4th round draft pick.
I'm just talking about Dak as far as numbers wise.
Right. Dak was,
I'm saying like
Dak never had. Jason Garrett wasn't good coaching.
I'm saying Dak's numbers wise. I'm not talking about his actual success in the NFL. I'm just talking about like his numbers look different without the weapons than he does with the weapons.
No. I feel that. I understand that. What I'm saying is that with Dak, we saw like an it factor. Like I saw enough in Dak.
You don't think you see that with Jay?
Hell no, man. I watched Jalen in college.
He had it in college?
No, he did not.
He didn't have it in college?
No.
But he had.
I thought he had it in college.
Nah, man.
This, and I've seen him. I watched him every game in college, from Alabama to Oklahoma. What he has is the intangibles. He has leadership skills.
Here he go with this intangible shit.
It's so important. I'm trying to tell you, it's
that
so
shit
important.
Ain't winning game.
His leadership skills and his qualities go beyond that.
It don't help you throw a ball, Sheldon.
But it helps you to get people in the right position and believe in themselves.
Yeah, great. I believe I'm going to be in the right position to catch the ball, but the ball is over my head.
It ain't always like that, Ken. It ain't always like that, all right? Am I saying he's the next Patty Mahomes? No.
No.
But I'm saying he's better than what you think he is.
He is. And to go from Jalen Rager to A.J. Brown, there you go.
That is an upgrade. That is an upgrade.
All right.
I mean, I agree with everybody, though. It's on him now. If he don't have
I still agree with Tennessee for letting A.J. Brown go. This nigga he had under 900 yards and less than 6 touchdowns last season. Nigga, what the hell you talking about? You want more money?
He deserved it, though.
Nah. Derrick Henry deserved it. AJ ain't doing shit.
AJ didn't have 1,000 yards.
Yeah, because if they emphasize the pass, that shit would be shitball.
Yeah, part of it was on Tannehill.
Trash ass.
Well, they got Malik. Well, we can get to our draft shit now.
Yeah.
They got Malik Willis. Where's out? Kim, man. What you tell them scouts, bro?
I didn't tell them.
You told them scouts something because them niggas they was not fucking with Malik, man.
I don't know, and I haven't listened to anything since the draft to do any research, but you can feel it when teams are on a guy, and it was like conversations around Malik Willis, but it wasn't like for instance Kyler. Like it felt like they talked about Kyler Murray every day. You know, we already knew this draft didn't really have a lot of quarterbacks people were high on. But there was this air, there was something missing when it came to Malik Willis. And when all I heard and saw were the Steelers talking about Kenny Pickett, and I was like, man, I think that's where they're going to go. Yeah. And I was hoping it was a smokescreen, but it wasn't. And if the Steelers passed on him,
Mike check,
then that tells me that there's something about Malik that people ain't feeling. Didn't he miss a whole season though?
He transferred. He because he wasn't originally at Liberty. He went there like his last 2 years because I think he wasn't getting no PT somewhere.
I thought he sat out for a year.
He did a transfer.
I thought it was for COVID or something.
One of my my mic is not working.
Yes. One of them should work.
Does this one work?
You try that one?
Mic check. This is one I was using.
I don't know
about this one.
Try that one.
Mic check. Mic check. Can y'all hear me?
You might as well keep all them up then, like a press conference. Yeah. They say you good. They say you good now. Go ahead, bro.
Oh man. Yeah, you can swing that. So we know that one will work. You can swing that over there. You can put that one down too. But nah, man, there's way too many teams that could have used a quarterback passed on.
Well, the thing about the Kenny Pickett pick was I wasn't surprised about Pittsburgh.
I was surprised that Pittsburgh did that.
Well, I wasn't. Let me tell you why. Pittsburgh is
ain't shit.
They ready to win now. They have
ready to win.
Yeah, Pittsburgh is playoff ready right now.
How?
Because that team. This team.
There's a difference between playoff ready and ready to win. Which one is it?
That's the same thing. When you make the playoffs, to me, you're a winner at this point. No, you don't think so?
No, because the Eagles made the playoffs.
And they were winners. To make the playoffs is the goal. That's your goal at the start of the season.
To win a championship is the goal. To make the playoffs is what you have to do to get to that.
To make the playoffs for most teams is their goal. Everybody, I mean, of course, their goal is to win the championship. That's what you're saying. But in all honesty, if you make the playoffs,
we're talking about the players. We ain't talking about the intent. We're just talking about the players. The players are winning. They're going to
by
win
default. If you do make the playoffs, you win it because you have to win games to make the playoffs.
Correct.
Get you.
So,
but that's not.
Well, back to Pittsburgh though.
Pretenders too.
Tony, what's his name? Kenny Pickett. Kenny Pickett ain't a nigga that you like. Oh, we need him to get us over the top.
Right.
Pittsburgh made the playoffs with Ben Roethlisberger with half an arm. So in saying that, the defense is set. Pittsburgh got one of the best defenses in the league, and they got good skill position players. You got players. You got Najee Harris.
Okay.
Najee Harris.
Okay. You got two more.
What's my wide receiver?
Nah, I ain't gonna help you out. Go ahead.
Chase Claypool.
Okay, one more.
Washington.
What's his first name?
James.
James
sure?
Washington.
Isn't that his name?
No, he's not the one.
What's the wide receiver?
No, you're right about the name.
The name ain't the one. He ain't the one that you should have mentioned.
What's the wide?
It's the other one. Is Johnson.
Right. Johnson.
Yeah, that's the one. You don't even know the nigga name. Nah.
Ain't his name is?
Nah, it's like Deontay Johnson.
Deontay Johnson. I'm sorry.
That's what I'm saying, bro. You don't even. How you gonna say?
They ready though.
That tells me that you don't know what a playoff team means, bro.
They ain't a playoff team?
No, I'm saying that they're not a serious playoff team.
You don't think that they're a serious contender?
No, because
that's
the reason why I was surprised they went with Kenny Pickett. If they got Malik Willis, that's something different.
No.
They're in the AFC North right now, right? Mm-hmm. Look at how dynamic the quarterbacks are in the AFC North as of just this offseason.
Yes, but see,
you got Deshaun Watson, you have Lamar Jackson, and you got Joe Burrow. 2 out of those 3 motherfuckers, one has won an MVP and one has been to the Super Bowl.
Right.
So, like, that's already bona fide. Deshaun Watson is just uber talented. You gonna get Kenny Pickett?
Johnson. I'm sorry, Deontay Johnson.
You get Kenny Pickett. Pickett is going against what? Willis at least gives you dynamic as far as athleticism. He gives you dynamics,
but that's kind of like Trey Lance. The same thing. He played on a lower level. It's going to take him a couple years to get up to speed. You want somebody that's ready to win now. You want to take advantage of TJ Watt now.
He's got more game experience than Lance.
No, he got more than Lance.
Yeah, we got more.
But he has more upside than Pickett. But if you talk about ready to step in and start,
how do we know that about Pickett? What the hell he do?
Through the tapes, it shows he's ACC Player of the Year, and the fact that he's played in big games before.
What's the big game? What was the big game for Pittsburgh? I follow.
Now, I want to clarify something. In saying this, I wanted Willis to go first. I felt like Willis should have been the first quarterback. I wanted to be my quarterback. That's who I wanted Carolina, especially when he started dropping. I'm like, okay, great. We can jump up and get him.
Y'all were.
That's what I thought they were going to do.
Everybody, this nigga went late third. He went after Ritter.
He's going to be a bust.
I don't think so. Not in Tennessee.
Not in Tennessee. Tennessee, he landed.
Tennessee is the worst that he could have been in.
He landed where he needed to land.
He could have landed. He could have landed.
Well, you can't be a bust as a third-round pick.
He could have landed in Detroit.
So,
if he landed in Detroit, I'm like,
Tennessee is another one of those teams that kind of has pieces in place for him to be successful.
Yeah. They redrafted. Since they let AJ go, they got his replacement. And they still got Derrick Henry. You still got a good enough defense. I see Willis probably starting by the end of the season.
I asked the question
if Tennessee comes out the first 10 games, they 4-6. Bring that little motherfucker out here.
I asked on the question on my 365 today that very question. Will he be starting? Like, what game do you think he'll be starting? I think he'll be starting before the end of the year too.
I got the same thing with my homeboy. What's his name? Ritter. Who got?
Desmond Ritter.
Yeah, I'm about to get Falcon season tickets, y'all.
I said that too. I said because I didn't think Willis would be there, so I said I hope. My initial thoughts were I didn't want the Panthers to pick a quarterback at 6. I want them to trade up and get Ritter.
See, this is what I like. In Atlanta is like interesting that they did this because they don't want no nigga at quarterback in Atlanta, right? Ever since Michael Vick shit. But they also know that they gotta, all these quarterbacks coming out now is black. You gotta get somebody black. Yeah. Who's in between Michael Vick and Matt Ryan?
He's the closest thing to Patrick Mahomes you can get.
Boy, Ritter is he's a Best Buy.
Yep.
Was a Big Lots?
Big Lots patty.
Big Lots patty.
You can put him on the billboard and white folks won't get scared.
Everybody love him.
Right.
Everybody love him. And he got a little red hair for the ginger. You know what I'm saying?
And then they got Felipe Frank, so they got the backup, the same thing.
And then the kicker, what's his name?
Which one?
Let's start with a K for Atlanta. He's actually a really good kicker.
Oh, the kicker.
Yeah, he got the
Young Ho.
Yeah,
Young Ho Koo. Yeah.
They got that international demographic to it. Hey, Atlanta's trying to check all these boxes.
Desmond Ritter was a good pick. They needed to grab a quarterback. I think you get a quarterback in a position where there are no expectations. And I think all the quarterbacks that were selected late, there are no expectations for any of them to start.
Now, he said some goofy shit. I didn't like what he said.
But he ready to play?
No, he said that I'm ready to give Atlanta a Super Bowl.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, he said Super Bowl is
that's how I was like, all right, bro. Come on.
Back to Tennessee, though. Did y'all see where Tannehill said that it's not his job to mentor Malik Willis?
Yeah, they all say that.
They always say that. Joe Flacco, all the hating ass niggas say that shit. Joe Flacco said that shit about Lamar, and that's why, because he already knew my time is gone.
Right.
Anytime a white man sees a black man on the come up, he's like, all right, he's gonna take my job.
Yeah,
that's what it is.
Yeah, they didn't draft this black dude to come sit on the bench.
Exactly.
Yeah. But what the fuck is well, you know what? If I was him, I would say the same shit. But at the same time, why the fuck? What have you done? But just screw Tennessee over and waste all. Oh my God, waste all of Derrick Henry's best years.
I was saying that to myself. I was like, bro, is there ever a time where you be like, damn, I really fucked that up? Like, I feel like as people who are like self-aware, they'll be able to say that to themselves. But these quarterbacks, especially these white quarterbacks, they'll be at Baker Mayfield on podcast talking about, man, Cleveland disrespected me. Nigga, what? Like, out of all that's happened, that's what you took away from it? That's the same thing with Tannehill. Like, out of all that's happened with Tennessee, y'all had number 1 seeds, y'all had first round buys, y'all had all these opportunities, best record in the whole conference, and this nigga threw 3 picks against the Bengals.
Right.
And you saying this goof and you saying that shit, like, come on, bro.
But he had
but
Vrabel should have got his ass like, all right, nigga, you competing for your job at this point.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So, but nah, Shelton, I think with Pittsburgh, man, like, to a certain degree, I get with you. Like, they're not in complete rebuild mode. They're kind of like right in the middle, which is why we're gonna get Trubisky, because we see in Chicago he's good enough he can win games, enough games. You can buy our coach, and we could probably get another game or 2 out of him, and then have him sit behind Pickett, and if Pickett shows enough in training camp or in practice, then he could take the job. So I think they're in that in-between zone to where we got enough talent to where we can win games, but we know like we're not legit competing for
I don't think they
Super
think
Bowl.
that though. I think that they
Or-
feel like in Pittsburgh, and like I said, don't get me wrong. If it was my choice, I would have picked Willis. So I'm not saying that picking anyway was better than Willis, because to me he wasn't. But they consider him the most NFL ready.
No,
Yeah.
And the fact that he's coming right across the hall in the same building,
but
he doesn't have to go
I don't
anywhere.
think that's the case. I don't think they think he's the most NFL ready. I think
Big shot.
I think what Pittsburgh is that they feel like they can trust him the most out of all those quarterbacks. Like we know exactly what we're gonna get with him at 20. We're not gonna move up. We're not gonna, you know what I'm saying. But if he's there, we'll take him.
Yeah.
Everybody else is like, yeah, he can do all these things, or yeah, he's good, but can we trust him in these situations?
Right.
I think everybody in this room knows like whatever situation we can see, like can he pick a can or he can't do that.
Yeah.
And I feel like some GMs and some head coaches like I don't want to ever look at a situation and be like, at least at this point in time, and with like you just said, they're a playoff team regardless with what quarterback they got. So that means that he at least has to win a fucking playoff game one of these days.
Right.
Yeah.
He don't want to be in a situation where it's like I don't know if my quarterback can win me that game. Or
Right. And that's what I'm saying. So they trusted him the most. And Mike Tomlin said himself that they did some extensive research, and that was their guy.
Because I feel like Mike Tomlin says I would if I was in a comfortable state, I would get Willis. But because I got these white men on me, I got to get picked.
See, I don't even think it's that. I think that Shelton is right. That is what they were saying before, and that's what they're going to say now. He is the most ready to win right now, even if it's a year late. That's why they got Trubisky. So we can send him a year. Willis is just not ready. And there are just too many people that say he's just a raw talent, a project, this, that, and the other. And it's up on him to go in and just change that narrative.
Which is crazy because I remember just 10 years ago, bro, niggas was drafting quarterbacks just off of talent alone.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying?
Potential
Nowadays,
used to be the thing.
because of the money that's going on and because it seems like within the last 2-3 years, actually since I want to go back to when Zeke got paid. Ever since Zeke got paid, all these positions that we used to like shit on and poo-poo, like wide receiver and shit. Because remember in the 90s and shit, they used to get paid a lot. Then it went down in the 2000s. And then now it's coming back up. Same thing with running backs. Used to get paid a lot now. Then it went down and now it's coming back up. And we're seeing that like owners and GMs are like, bro, if we going to have to pay all these niggas, then we might as well draft a quarterback who's ready to go. You know what I'm saying? Hot off the press. And if we ain't got time for projects because I'm not going to pay this wide receiver $30 million a year if it's going to take you 3 years to get ready.
Yep. And them GMs don't have that kind of time either. The GMs are like, look, I might be gone tomorrow. Let me get what I can do now so I can win these games.
Real quick on that play, y'all saw Giannis basically just ran over Robert Williams.
He just did.
When Giannis get upset and frustrated, he go back to his basics.
Yeah, but my question is, why wasn't it called a foul? One way or the other. So did they just because he ran him the fuck over. Like so
Superstar.
I get it, but I also I'm wondering if he does it so much that they just gotta let some of it go. He'll fall out the game, you know, sort of thing. But my thing is that at what point will they start taking that away from him? You know, it's just like Harden got away with murder for years. They started to take that shit away from him. You know, at what point when they start taking that away from him?
It's hard to regulate that. Yeah, it's hard to regulate that because with Harden it was a rule change. But that is just more of it's a call.
I mean, but
not all. You can't always call.
Take it away from him by calling it. Oh yeah, you can.
Not in the playoffs because they get more physical. They've been letting a lot of shit go in the playoffs. We talked about that in the last.
I know it was somebody was beating the shit out of
we talked about
team.
In the Memphis and Minnesota series. They
that was rough. That's what it was.
That's what it's like. If you gonna let that shit go, you gotta let that shit go.
Yeah, they were mauling.
Because the playoffs, they always say like the refs hold their whistle when it comes to the playoffs.
Yeah.
But that's I think, you know, and that's fine if it was like it just seemed clear as day to me.
Yeah, I think in the because sometimes
because
I agree with you because sometimes I'm watching these games like, bruh, why didn't they call that a foul? And I'm like, oh, regular season. You know what I'm saying? Like I have to remind myself.
But see, you said regular season, now you're saying the playoffs.
No, I'm saying in the regular season that's a foul.
Oh.
Now, but I'm like, oh shit, damn. It's the play. Like when we in the playoffs, I'm like, damn, they really letting these niggas go.
Right. You don't want the officiating to dictate the pace of this game.
But you just can't run over motherfuckers.
Oh, I agree with you.
Trust me, I agree. I agree, but like they letting a lot of shit go. So I'm like, I'm not surprised they let that shit go.
Oh, I'm not either because I see it often. It's just like at some point I'm
You
like,
think they're gonna regulate this shit?
I'm just trying to figure out if I'm Udoka, I gotta send that to somebody or call over a ref and be like,
Yeah.
Yeah. If the coach start bitching, then yeah, they gonna.
I don't
change.
even that. Just if you
I need
could
to
give
see
me a
that play
logical
again though to
reason
see if
why.
it depends on the only thing I could think about was if he was too far under the basket, that's not a charge. If he was in the restricted area, it's not a charge. So it should be a defensive foul, but it wasn't if he ran into.
That's what I'm saying. One way or the other. I'm
Yeah.
not saying which one it should have been, but I'm just saying he ran him over. But yeah, if he's in the restricted area, that's a block. If he's not, then that should be a charge.
So I guess my thing is it was definitely contact initiated by Giannis.
Giannis, right?
But if you're in the restricted area, I can't call that a charge. So they just let it go. It's nothing.
Yeah. Anyway,
can we? You got something to say?
No, I'm good.
Can we? Y'all want to talk about Dallas or Philly?
We can start with Dallas.
Okay, with Dallas, do we need to have a conversation about Luka if the Mavs lose this series?
No, not to me, because you can look at Jason Kidd said it today. He said Luka held his own. He needs his teammates to step up. That's what his coach said.
Okay.
So yeah,
he's going to his 5th season, right?
It don't matter if he's holding his own.
I'm just asking for context. He's going to. Okay.
But if he's, I mean, like I said, what can we question? If this man is putting up superior numbers and he's playing hard, I watched the game. He played well. He what more could he have done?
The nerve of you, Jason Kidd, if I'm in that locker room, to sit here and say that I got to step up when I won 2 out of these motherfucking games before you even get here. How dare you say that we got to step up? We stepped up when his ass was on the bench hurt. Oh, I got to pull him to the side, bro.
And that's what I was going to say the same thing, too. I was like, bruh, they were the Mavs were 2-1 in the playoffs before Luka got there. They're now 2-2.
Yep.
So they won more than they lost when he was gone.
But he held it down while he was out there, though.
Held it down for his sake.
He's always going to put up numbers
for his sake. And that's why I'm getting to the point, because it's like people have talked about this Mavs team like they go as far as Luka goes. And they've also talked about this Mavs team like without Luka they shitball. That's the objective standpoint I got from most fans and shit, or just people talking about NBA in general. But we've seen that that's not true, right? They actually are a legit playoff team without Luka, because they proved that in the Utah series.
They stepped up. I still wouldn't call them a playoff team. They had to play without Luka a whole
year. It was proven in the Utah series.
That's not necessarily
They didn't miss a beat.
That's like saying Memphis could have played the whole year and been a playoff team without Ja because they had success without Ja.
Well, they played a huge sample size without Ja.
They did.
That was like what, 30 games? They was like 22 and 8 or some shit.
That many games?
It was 20 and 2.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. That's
a sample size.
That's a sample size more than these playoff games.
I'm saying, but this is where it counts the most. Like you mentioned, bro. You started off coming on early. You was like, bro, it's crazy how a team could win by 30 one game and then lose by 30 the next game, and you playing the same team.
Yeah,
bro, they getting schemed on just like how they're scheming on other teams. And in the first 3 games, if it was a best of 3, they would have won that shit. You know what I'm saying? Like against a Utah team with the Donovan Mitchell on the other side and Rudy Gobert. Correct. So like, what's his name? Quinn Snyder and shit like that. These are all respected motherfuckers, at least up until this point. But they were respected motherfuckers. So for Jason Kidd to go with these guys and do that, you can't just say like this team ain't no playoff caliber team.
Well, see, like I said, to take from their own coach, Jason Kidd said the Dallas Mavericks need someone to join the party with Luka.
And that's why I'm agreeing with Kim, because I'm like, who the fuck are you saying that to? Like, you talking to us or you talking to Luka?
No, he talking to them. He says Luka is superb. He said he came to play. He's dominant.
Bro, you're not calling me out like that.
That's what the coach.
We know.
Tell
we heard.
Tell me the last time you were superb and you failed something.
That's pretty tough.
I'm saying like, tell me the last time like you did something really well, but you didn't. If
it's a team sport, that can happen, because I used to be on the band in high school, and I've had superior performances that were not rated superior because the person next to me messed up. So that's possible.
You used to, or I don't know if you still do, but you used to be a car salesman, right?
Yeah,
sell cars and all that stuff. You could you ever have like a great conversation with somebody in a sale and they still don't buy a car?
I've had a great month, but my dealership not being the top.
I'm just talking about you in general. Like, have you ever had like a specific like conversation, like you thought you was gonna sell that motherfucker, and all of a sudden, and they're like, they changed their mind, they changed. you were superb, but you failed. What did you take away from that?
That's a little different.
You took away from yourself like I'm good. I don't need to do nothing else.
The difference.
Or did you take away from like maybe I'm doing something different?
The difference is that just me. That's 1-on-1. This ain't 1-on-1. This is 5-on-5.
No.
So I need you to be on my level for us to win. Not play well when I'm not there, and then when I'm back, you step down. For example, we can talk about Brunson last night.
I was gonna say Brunson has his play not decreased once Luka came back into the lineup.
Yep.
Correct.
Yep.
So is that on Brunson or is that on Luka?
That's on
Luka. How?
That's on Luka.
How?
That's I'll say this. I'll do you one better, Ken.
How?
That's on Luka and that's on Jason Kidd.
Yep.
How? How is it not on Brunson?
Because going back to the what I just said earlier, we had 3 games. We had 3 games.
No, he was passing the ball.
We had 3 games in Utah where we saw what Brunson could do in situations.
Yes,
as a leader, like you know what I'm saying, as a guy who's like conducting the offense or in rhythm. Why are you not adding those elements to it?
Because he was. Did you watch that last game in Utah, the closeout game?
Yes.
In that closeout game, Luka was passing that ball all over the court. Everybody gave everybody shots. They was missing shots. I was like, why is he not taking control right now?
Because they don't play well with Luka on the court.
That's on them.
No, it's not.
It's on a scheme.
And I'm gonna tell you why.
Jason Kidd.
No. I don't want to hear.
Said it's on them.
I know. That's what he said, and he's full of shit for saying that, and he's fucked up for saying that shit because of what happened in the first round. There are 2 things that I took away from those last games when Luka came back. One, Utah is ass. Okay,
Utah.
Them motherfuckers look.
They are.
Terrible.
Now they are.
Donnie come to New York.
They are.
Donnie come to New York.
He coming.
So
to the Knicks, not the Nets.
So I'm not going to necessarily weight them winning that series all that much because they just look disjointed, not together.
They didn't look like they want to be there.
Like each other.
Yeah, they didn't look
There's
like they want to be there.
a lot of things going on there. All of that being said, what we do, the reason why I say that they play better without him on the court is that we have 3 games of them playing better without him on the court. So Luka comes back, Luka throws up 45, and like you said, Shelton, they're passing the ball to people and missing shots because they're not necessarily in the rhythm that they had when Luka was out, where they can kind of play more together as a team versus nearly damn near one-dimensional. So now I'm with Nick. It's on Jason Kidd to figure out how to get the best of both worlds.
That's what I'm trying to say.
Yeah, now I agree with that part more so than this on Luka.
How do you go 2-2 with your superstar, right?
Yeah, and I agree with the.
How does he score 40? How does he score 45 and y'all don't win that game? That don't make no sense to me.
Well, it makes plenty sense to me. That can happen anytime.
No.
I'm saying if he's this man, I wouldn't question Luka though. And like I said, I watched the game. I'm not just going off the stats. I'm looking at because I actually watched the game and saw him giving maximum effort. The man he shot 15 for 30 from the field. He's 50%, which I didn't pay attention to the stats till now. But he's 45. He had 12 rebounds and 8 assists. He led them in rebounds. He led them in assists. He led them.
That's the thing. Is like you got to win those games though. We seen
you
players,
do, but you need help.
Like I mentioned, remember that Chicago game against Milwaukee when DeRozan scores 40 plus, y'all win that game.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? By any means necessary, because he's not going to do that all the time. Now, Luka could do, those crazy numbers, but they don't always translate to wins, which is why I always find it interesting. Like, what is going on? What?
Because
he is the Kevin Love right now. He's the new Kevin Love, except they're winning. Except they're winning.
Kevin Love?
Yes, absolutely.
Explain the comparison.
I'll say he's more of the white James Harden.
I'll take James Harden over Kevin.
Okay,
Love.
maybe that's closer. But
he's an alpha dog. Kevin Love ain't never been an alpha, has he?
When Kevin Love was in Minnesota?
Minnesota Kevin. I'm thinking about Cleveland.
My bad. Yeah, because all people remember now is Cleveland. Yeah. But nah, man, look, like, you already know my answer. He's going to be scrutinized. I'm watching to see what happens. I record all of these damn games at DVR. I go back and rewatch them because I don't like fucking watching them in real time.
Yeah.
I like to skip the commercial. I like to skip all the free throws and everything like that. So yeah, I mean, I saw Phoenix won, so I didn't get a chance to watch this game just yet, but I will. I meant to watch it, but I watched. There was another one I watched today, but yeah, he's gonna be scrutinized because they're already giving this guy the world, and he hasn't earned it. So, you have to be not taken down, but you have to be scrutinized just like everybody else.
And that's the thing. Like, I see everybody in the comments basically ball hugging Luka, and I'm just saying, like, bro, like, for all the praise he get, like there's gotta be criticism with that too. Like everybody who we talked
but the
about that we fuck,
criticism,
everybody who we talk about that says that's in that great conversation has been like moments where like, bro, we got to talk about this.
Yeah, Luka
Or,
ain't
like,
done shit.
I don't have a problem with talking about him, but when that man is, like I said, when I watched that game, I didn't see much that he could have done differently to change the outcome of that game.
That's why I said. That's why I said it's not. That's why
he needed somebody to step up and make shots.
On Luka. I said it's on Luka and Jason Kidd. Like it's on your best player and your
can't-
head
I
coach
can't-
to figure out what's wrong. Because when Luka scores 45, y'all have to win those
The
games.
head coach told you though. He told you exactly what he felt.
And then he
what
pushed it
saw.
off on the team, which is what to Ken's point.
What he
That's
should have
fucked up.
done.
Because that's fucked up. Because when Luka wasn't there, you wasn't saying shit like that in the locker
This
room.
ain't about Luka
No,
not being. We're
no,
not gonna
it's-
talk
we-
about what you won. We're talking about the game that you just played. The game that the series
And
you
we
in
can
now.
say, Coach,
That series over
We
with.
can say, Coach, who the new nigga in the room then?
That's
That's
over
the
with.
motherfucker who we
That's
500 with this
and then,
nigga.
And then I
we
come
was
right
winning
back.
when we was out.
You
without
Jalen
this
Brunson.
motherfucker.
I'm gonna say Jalen Brunson. I'm gonna need the same effort from you that I got them first
You
games.
getting the same, they
Ain't
said
the
in the
same
chat.
effort.
He got 16 shots, but those shots were not the shots that he was taking or getting in the previous
he
games
wasn't
in
making
the
them
last
shots.
series.
It was better shots. Them was better shots because they
Not
was collapsing
but
on
not
Luka.
in the rhythm of the offense. I don't think Brunson is a meant to be.
Brunson had the ball in his hands.
I'm saying I don't think Brunson is meant the shots that he had, even though he had a lot of them. I don't think those are all like really Brunson shots. Like from what I saw previously in the last series, I think he could be schemed better for his shots like he was in the last series. That's all I'm asking for.
Brunson was fine, and that's the thing. He just got to make the shots. You can scheme him any kind of way you want to.
He ain't fine if he ain't making the shots. That's what I'm trying to
Correct. So that's what we need to be talking about. Not Luka.
I am talking about. That's why I'm saying Jason Kidd scheme
Yeah,
better.
That's what
do you not think Jason Kidd can scheme better?
Yes.
Do you not think that if Jason Kidd, if you told me that
why we always giving a Luka pass?
I'm not giving him a pass, but at the same time, I'm
Then
not
what are
going
you
to blame
doing,
him.
Shelton?
I'm just not starting. That ain't where you start. That's the last place you're going to start. This guy played the game. If this guy came
You
out,
are not consistent with that take.
who would have
You are
have
not
I not been
consistent with
consistent
that
on with
take.
that? Please tell me when I said
I
something
wish
different.
I could recall, but
Let's think about it, because I've always been
you-
consistent with that.
You have always found somebody to put up. There'll be a star that'll put up something, then Shelton to find a reason. Well, he ain't did this or he ain't do that. I don't feel like you that consistent, bro.
If you come out there and do your job, you could be the player I hate the most. But if you come out there and you don't score 40 points in the game, and let's take away just your scoring. If you came out there and gave it everything you got, and we can watch the game and say, well, that person playing ball, he doing his thing, he killing them right now. But his teammates are letting him down. We're gonna talk about these are all NBA players. These ain't kids he playing with. So you still have to step up and do your part. And if ain't nobody doing their part, like I said, the next.
Do you know how many times the since 2019, how many times the Mavs have beat the Suns?
How many?
I'm asking, do you know?
No, I don't.
They haven't.
I was gonna say I didn't think much.
So this is all, and Luka's been in the league longer than
Correct.
these last few. Like, so I'm saying, like,
But what does that mean?
And the Mavs have had two different coaches since that time frame. So what I'm saying is that there's something going on that needs to be corrected.
Correct. It's always been something going on in Dallas.
Especially in the series, if they want to have a chance to win.
It's always been something going on in Dallas. They don't have a Robin. They ain't got a second player. They don't have nobody stepping up helping them.
But he got this far off of who?
Him.
Man, I didn't even think
Off
they
himself.
were. I didn't even,
So himself is the reason why they got this far.
Why not?
Why not? That's your answer is why not?
Yes, it's
Okay.
been him. Who else?
All right.
Who else?
they were winning games.
They won 2 games.
Weren't they winning games before Luka got there?
Who, Dallas?
And definitely in these playoffs. they did.
I'm asking.
No. That's how they got him, because he was picked so high.
That's true.
Mm-hmm. No, they wouldn't win before Dallas. For Luka.
I'm talking about in these playoffs.
What am I
You can't, but see, that's what I'm saying. You can't say, because your job is to step up and play. Next man up. They winning. Marcus Smart is not on level with him, but losing Marcus Smart.
But you
I'm thinking about when he was
you
there.
praised them when they did.
So
now you blaming them for when they didn't.
Is it Marcus Smart's fault? Should they be saying, well, you're the reason y'all lost the first game because y'all won when you was out? No, he's just out. When
Marcus Smart doesn't mean as much to the Celtics as Luka does.
Correct, but what I'm saying is it's the same thing.
No, it's not the same thing because the
yes, it
value
is the same thing.
The value is different, bro.
With Milwaukee, you can't say, well, we won without Chris Middleton, so Chris Middleton don't matter.
Do the Lakers win when LeBron is out like that?
Lakers don't win when he's there.
That's true.
But just in general, when LeBron typically sits out of a game, when he was in Luka's time, right, when he was that peak LeBron, when he sat out of the game, especially in the playoffs, did they typically tend to win those games?
Did LeBron sit out of the playoffs? I don't think LeBron missed no playoffs games. So
Okay, we could pick a regular season.
yeah.
You know, when he's gone, they tend to not win. Like we got to look at like, and you know, when people bring up Memphis, like, and they used to jump on us, like, yo, like we have to look at like these guys are winning
That's what I'm
games
saying.
without Ja.
This nigga,
This team is
I
better
still
than
like
think
you
it
said,
is.
Ken. I think you said it. The nigga ain't done shit yet. Yes, chat. I'm talking to y'all. The nigga ain't done shit yet. As much nut hugging y'all doing for Luka, what has he done?
I think that's really the core.
What
of
is
what
has
this
he
whole
done?
thing is.
He ain't done shit yet.
I'm gonna
So
get to
so if he ain't done shit yet, don't talk about a nigga like he done shit.
CD
He
Styles.
ain't earned my respect. He
I'm
may
gonna
earn
get to
y'all
the.
niggas.
I'm gonna get to the super
He
chats.
he a nice toy to talk about, but he ain't earned my respect.
I'm gonna get to all
You
the
earned your
super
respect
chats
in the
but
playoffs, and
Right.
you just got into the second round. So congratulations.
we got a super chat. We appreciate it. From CD Styles, and it's on the subject, so I'm gonna tell this from first. He said, "Y'all shat on Luka, talking about get past the first round. He did. Now y'all saying we gotta have a convo if he don't beat the best team in the league."
Here's what I'm gonna say to that: they got past the first round barely without his help.
Barely.
Is
And
that not true?
And is this game?
Because if Luka was there, they probably would have lost that series.
And Ken, is this whole game not about to beat a man? What you got to do?
You got to beat the man.
So if they lose to the Suns, you'll be like, oh, it's the Suns, yo, shit. What you expecting? I expect him to do great shit if he a superstar.
Luka didn't count for 2 of those 4
So
wins
if that's
they
the
got.
case, if that's the case, only the super. If you ain't win a championship, you're not a superstar.
That's not what I'm saying. But
I
what
didn't
I am
say
going
none
to
of
say
that.
is that
I said nothing
Luka
like that.
did not contribute to 2 of the 4 wins they got.
Yeah, he didn't.
He didn't. All right, so
Not on the
Luka
court.
didn't get out of the first round. Half of it did.
And back when, and remember when LeBron was with the Cavs, early Cavs, when he had to get through Detroit to get to the finals, he did whatever. Like he got him through.
Yes.
Niggas didn't think that team could get through, and he got them through. I'm not saying Luka has to do that this season. I'm just saying, bro, if there's an obstacle in front of you, you should have to address it.
Man, that is the
You don't get no excuses for just being there.
This all subject. That's the weakest all-star of all time.
Who is that?
Wiggins. Wiggins is the worst all-star in
it
the
was
history
a down year. It was a COVID year for the All-Star games.
of all-stars. He does nothing all-star worthy.
Oh yeah, since we talked about Dallas, we'll talk about Philly. Is James Harden washed?
James Harden is washed.
There's no coming back? Is he gone?
I think that he's downhill from here. I don't see him ever going back to the glory days in Houston.
It appears that way, but I'm going to hold off on that until he gets quote unquote healthy.
I don't give a fuck about
He'll never get healthy.
The nigga gone, bro. He had to clean.
He might be.
He had to clean us.
Q's not the only one that's saying he's injured. There are other people that
Q
are
gonna say
around
whatever
it.
he got to say. Don't
No,
give me
I'm
Q.
saying, yeah, because when Q says, I'm like, okay, Q, whatever. But there are a lot of other people that are, familiar with the situation that are saying that he isn't. So that's why for me, I'm okay with y'all making the tape because I see what y'all see, but I just need to be certain.
Nah.
So I'm gonna wait on this one.
They say, I guess the new age definition of a hater is telling the truth too early, right? So y'all can call me a hater all y'all want. Damn, but they following. See, look. Is that Jordan Poole?
Nah, that's Peyton.
All right, I don't give a fuck about him.
But it's looking that way.
Harden's gone, bro.
It's looking that way.
You was trying to come at KD talking about hey, Harden been there.
Oh, that's a flagrant too. He got to go. You kick Draymond out, Brooks is gone.
Yeah, it's looking that way, man. I just wish I didn't know about like the hamstring and stuff like that because I would be ready. I know KD was hurt and KD came back and KD healthy, but James Harden looked like he right there.
James Harden gone, bro. You see what he only made 4 shot attempts that second half of that game.
Yeah, he didn't contribute points or assists.
Like he just I think he
hyperextended that elbow.
He fucked up. I think he gone, bro, and I think he knew it before we did. I think that's why he went to Philly.
You mean why he went to Brooklyn first?
No. He went to Brooklyn first thinking he was still that nigga.
But remember, he got banged up in Brooklyn.
He did, which is why I think he went to Philly because it was like I'm never gonna
achieve the heights that I'm supposed to achieve.
Like I think it's better. I think I have a better chance of going off of Embiid than staying.
You're right, freeload.
Yeah.
You know what? I am disappointed, and his performance in that game made me question: does he still have it, or is he like how bad is he? Is he hurt? I was leaning more. Does he still have it? Because you don't have Embiid. Like just tap into that reservoir
He
just for
ain't
two
got it.
games,
You see
man.
his belly?
I know, but just
He
two
built like
games.
B Diddy.
Yeah,
He built
it's
like
bad.
B Diddy.
And like they've been talking about him getting healthy all this time. I mean,
He slapped the shit out of him.
yeah,
All what time?
they've been saying that forever.
That's
like,
what the last
But,
the
like,
last
give me
3 years
yeah,
we've been talking about hamstring
yeah,
shit
they've been
with
saying they've been
Harden.
talking
Okay.
about his
Like
body shape.
at least 2-3 years. They're like, bro, Harden like hamstring him. I'm like, bro, at this case, that's who he is.
Yeah,
He
that's it.
That's just his shit. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not
That is
mad
it.
at it.
Larry
Yeah.
Bird had his back. James Harden got his hamstring.
It's always gonna be that.
Oh, he already know.
Oh, they kicked him out.
Hell yeah.
Yep.
Well, that'll do
See,
it.
but this is their fault, and this is what the fuck they get
Now they trying to.
because they it's just you already said it. You kick Draymond out, now you have to kick Dylan Brooks out. If you wouldn't have done that, if you wouldn't have had this personal vendetta because it's Draymond,
Yeah.
you would have had to leave him here.
And he's a difference maker. He that's not a small thing. Him being put out of this game.
And of course, like why is the crowd? Well, they won without him. They played without him for the whole damn season, damn near.
In this series though, he's important because he's
Yeah, but
making
they used to playing
some
without
big
him, though.
shots.
Yeah, but that first game, he was terrible.
Let me read some of these.
You got
chats.
it.
Did you?
His elbow still hurt.
Why is he shooting free throws?
Kev Timothy says, did both the Nets and Sixers lose the Harden-Simmons trade? I think so.
It seems that way.
I was just about to say, like, that trade may be
That's a good question.
I'll rephrase it. It's not James Harden wash. Was the trade a wash? Like, because it was like no one won that shit.
Like trading your trash for my trash.
Yeah, like
Did you guys see that the Nets are now starting to question Ben Simmons?
hell yeah.
Like even then we're like, yo,
because it's like when you out with your girl, right? And y'all just came back and she was telling you some shit that like some quirky shit you do that she would like you to change, whatever. And then when she come out with you somewhere and like one of your friends or one of her friends call out that shit too, you be like, damn, everybody see it outside of me too. And I'm only mentioning it because I'm mostly talking about his outfits at the game.
That was killing me too.
Niggas was having whole headline conversations about his fits than he was at the game. And you know what the brass at the Brooklyn did? It was like, that's crazy. He do be out here though. You know what I'm saying? Like maybe like if he's good enough to come out here, like he could probably be good enough to practice. And then we start seeing more videos of practice and shit. Like and then like they're like, oh, he may come out for game 4, then he played out. Like niggas, if you call out some shit, it's gonna get more into you, especially if you know it's really there.
Yeah, and you know, they were kind of going to what you were saying is like one of the things that teammates were saying was like, where's the ramp up? Where's you at least pretending?
Yeah.
Why are you not even on here, not in the fancy outfits, but even just wear a fucking uniform?
But if you gonna be out here, be out here.
Right.
That's what it was. That's what it was. Because like you dressing like this shit, but you ain't saying shit. You ain't doing shit. You ain't.
Remember when I was like, man, this mental health thing just popped up out of nowhere.
Yeah.
Remember when I was questioning? I said that's fucking weird. Now I know why. Because his own teammates started to kind of maybe whisper behind
they had to
his back, or was saying it up front. But that stuff started to leak out. So now it's like, oh, now he's like, how the hell you get there? Say you committed there, and you reinforce everybody. You're up to the point where people are starting to question you, and again, you're going to shut down because of mental health.
Yeah.
What? Are you serious? Bro, he might as well just quit. He might just retire. You're never going to play.
That's it. Like I said,
him and Kyrie need to do the same entire retirement plan.
Yeah, I said that's
we can tell y'all niggas don't care about basketball
at all. That's I call
shit
that Royce
like,
White
bro,
syndrome. That's the Royce White. Look him up. But he threw that out there too. Like he woke up that morning that he's supposed to play and felt back tightness, and his mental health kicked in too. Oh yeah. I forgot.
It's always,
I got some. Yeah. It's
like, man,
I
wish as much as shit as I'm saying right now, I wish I was Ben Simmons, bro. Getting paid all that money in New York City,
there,
and you ain't doing shit. You just keep calling in sick. He living the dream. Mr. T says, do the Sixers pay Harden this summer?
Yes.
I say they have to.
Absolutely.
Ain't no choice.
Absolutely.
You can't do all that trading and shit and let the nigga go.
Yeah, they will. Because where else are they gonna go?
Exactly.
Um,
I damn near think that Brooklyn got to do the same shit with Kyrie.
they're gonna pay
Oh,
Kyrie.
they have to.
KD want Kyrie. So.
Yeah, that's it. That's a wrap.
People
Yeah,
talking about it like
they
it was.
still cool with each other.
You have to bet on the upside. That's kind of how you don't have a choice. They're the names at this point. As disappointed as they may be.
Tracy G says, "Ja keep dancing. He gonna be John Wall 2.0."
Damn.
Nah. He's already past that. John Wall ain't really take his team far and shit. So at least Ja got him second seed going against the Warriors. They almost won game 1.
Mm-hmm.
That's more than what John Wall has done.
John Wall basically took those bullets so John Morant can dance. For real.
Hey, niggas forget how good of a dancer John Wall was.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
when that Dougie came out, niggas
was killing it.
Hey, he was.
And so everybody jumped on John Wall and stuff like that, criticized him, and there was pushback. It was like, oh, why you doing this? Why you doing that? And now people ain't gonna say anything. You better thank John Wall, Ja.
Tracy G also says, Ken, Shannon is no coon. Stop that narrative. And I called it first. James and Joel rolling on the floor for the ball.
I didn't say he was a coon. Maybe I did.
Yeah, I say that sound like you did.
But I think I was saying that he be cooning. There's a little bit of a difference.
Ain't
like
that much of a difference. Ain't that
I
much.
don't know if you remember I got into it with dudes in the league chat about Shannon Sharp.
Nah.
Madden. Because I said the same thing. I said Shannon be out here cooning because they were caping for Shannon. I said, man, Shannon be out here cooning. Them motherfuckers got mad. They jumped on me, bruh. But yeah, Shannon do be cooning. They toned down the cooning, so they made him tone it down because he ain't bringing all that little extra shit out anymore.
It was more so the Hennessy and the
the
do-rag shit. It was just like, you don't have to do this, Shannon. Like, we know you black.
Yeah, so
we can hear it from your accent.
Exactly. You're from Savannah, Georgia, bro. So maybe he's cooning a little less than he used to, but I don't or menstrually, I don't know. Maybe it's another word, but he was extra.
Ja got to get a jump shot.
He was extra, showing off for white folks. You can't be doing
that. Donovan Molina says, Ken, you cannot say Luka didn't help if he is putting up a great performance. They wouldn't be in the playoffs with him, without him, I guess. Come on, you and Nick hating, bro.
They probably wouldn't be in the playoffs without him. Maybe, maybe not. But I'm going to lean to they probably wouldn't be. I'm going to give him that. Luka is a dog, man. Luka can play. But Luka ain't done shit. And that's just
that's all. That's really all it is. Like I'm not.
You can say he ain't won.
I'm not denying that he is a.
You can
great
say he ain't won shit, but
player.
you can't say he ain't done shit.
Luka
There's a difference.
He ain't done shit. That's the thing. What is he
killing these dudes?
No.
What has he
That's
done?
not doing
killing
anything.
them. What I be asking simple questions sometimes, and I be
killing them.
And I know
a lot of players be killing people in the league. Shelton.
No, it ain't. No, they don't. There's not a lot of players. There's not a lot of players scoring 45 points in the losing.
No. You said killing these dudes.
That's what I'm saying.
Killing them.
You gave me one game.
He's scoring most of these games. The closeout game, I told you,
all
he scored 45
so again,
in that
I'm
game.
back to a lot of people.
The Clippers game that they lost when you said he couldn't win a home game, he was scoring in those games. He was doing everything that he could do to win those games. He was putting up triple doubles in a losing effort.
But the same energy I give to LeBron when he does all that shit and they lose, I be doing the same thing. I'm carrying the same weight.
I just want to know.
At least LeBron done something in the league, so I can't hate on him like I used to.
The only way I would agree with you is if this was a one-on-one sport like tennis. A tennis player that's not winning the game.
So then why are you saying he is the end all be all for the Mavs if it's not just a one-on-one sport?
Because it's not. You still need to build around.
Okay, so that means those other players matter.
Yeah, they matter
enough to where they are difference in the game.
Yes, sir.
And they were
100%.
And when they were without this guy that you say that is
they stepped up. Correct.
They played their best and they were winning.
They played their best.
Series,
they stepped up and they won against Utah. They stepped up.
And as soon as he gets back,
you take him off that
team.
There's
a fart in the room.
You take him off that team and you put him up against that
I'm
same.
just saying, as soon as he gets back, why is there a fart in the room?
You put him in that same team playing against the same Phoenix team, and they're gonna lose.
Do Bradley Beal be killing motherfuckers?
Bradley Beal is nice like that, yeah.
He be
But he
killing
doesn't
motherfuckers.
affect wins and losses at all.
But he ain't done shit either. Has he?
No, they're two different planes.
But I'm
Luka's
just saying
making the
that's an
playoffs.
example of a lot of motherfuckers be out here killing motherfuckers.
Luka's making the playoffs.
I'm just saying there's a lot of motherfuckers out here killing motherfuckers, and Bradley Beal is one example.
Luka's making the playoffs. Bradley Beal could never.
And Bradley Beal ain't done shit.
No,
Bradley
he
Beal
would
has
never
made the playoffs.
He would never be on Luka's level.
They have made the playoffs. He has made the playoffs.
He's not making them. He's not making them perennially.
Who do you think is a better player right now, Dame Lillard or Luka?
Luka? That's not even a question. You can't even put Dame in the room with Luka right now.
That's interesting. You say that. Man,
I don't even Shelton don't even believe that shit.
Yes,
100%. Shelton does not believe that shit.
1,000%.
He just
There's no way in hell
on.
Shelton believes that shit. Dame has done
1,000%.
way more than Luka has in his whole
1,000%.
career. Shelton is lying his ass
You
off.
think that right now Dame can touch Luka?
Absolutely.
In what area?
All of it. Everything
Scoring?
he's been doing.
He's a
You
better-
talking about somebody that's been hurt.
He's
that
a better
can
shoot?
He's a better shooter.
Yes.
He's a better scorer.
Shooting, scored, and
He's
winning.
more athletic.
Game-winning shots.
He's a better
getting out of the first round
He's a
multiple
better
times.
leader of a team. He's better at all that shit.
Dame's not a better shooter than Luka?
Yeah, he can shoot.
Oh, okay.
He said, "Yeah, he can
You had me
shoot."
worried for a
No,
second.
he can shoot.
I was like, man, how far you gonna
That's
go?
it.
This lie.
what was it?
That's
Yeah,
it.
You don't believe that.
No, I believe he can shoot. That's it.
Mm-mm.
Dame ain't coming close to getting.
Yep.
Dame ain't got 12 rebounds in no game. Dame don't get 12 rebounds in a series.
There is no way.
Luka gets it in a game.
There is no way you believe Luka is better than Dame. I refuse to believe that.
Yes, sir. Luka affects all areas of the game. Gets points, rebounds, assists, steals, all that stuff. Dame ain't doing all that. Dame's a scorer. Dame's a killer. I would take him on my team for that reason. I know if I need a bucket, Dame gonna get me my bucket.
Luka doing all that shit, and Luka just got out of the first round. Dame been doing it. I know he's been in the league a lot longer, but Dame has been out of the first round multiple times.
If we talking about his first 4 years, first 5 years,
in his first couple of years, he hit the game winner against the Rockets. You know,
Yeah,
and
it
he's
was
been to the Western Conference
and you
Finals.
know where it was at? You know where it was at, Ken?
Yeah,
It was at home. He won that bitch at home. You know what I'm saying?
he sure did.
Luka ain't done that shit yet.
He sure did.
Tracy G says, I agreed, Nick. James knew before we did. He sold y'all a hell of a dream as far as James Harden.
He really did.
He knew
He really did.
Yeah.
I don't be blaming these players sometimes when it comes to getting away with shit. Because
I
I'm
don't
always
either.
like, bro, I'm trying to get away.
I don't either.
I'm trying to finesse as well. You know what I'm saying? Shit, I agree. Abel K says, y'all making it sound like it's Luka's fault that Brunson took 16 shots and only scored 13 points. I'm not arguing about the shot selection. I mean, the shots itself.
By the way,
I'm just worried about the flow of the offense.
By the way, Damian Lillard had 18 rebounds. That's his career high in the game in 2015.
Right.
But you know, he also had 10.
How many?
Damian
he
Lillard has
averaged?
also had a couple of triple doubles too. But
How many he
can't
averaged?
he can't get 12 rebounds in the game.
Yeah, he
he can't get 12 rebounds in the game.
A couple.
He can't get 12 rebounds in the game.
Does he have nearly as many triple doubles as Luka?
And Dame is not nowhere near as tall as Luka Doncic.
Right? Does he have?
That's a fact.
That's
a fact.
You know,
they play the same.
No.
They play the same position.
No. I don't need any more questions.
Does he have nearly?
You said Dame. You said Dame Lillard.
I was being facetious on that.
Okay, then stop.
Yeah, he was
We done.
bullshit.
We done.
No, I was being facetious.
That's
But I'm
bullshit.
talking about on
That's
a.
bullshit in my book.
How many
No,
times is that man gonna get you 10 rebounds?
That's bullshit in my
Never.
book.
Nah. Oh no.
No.
We ain't gonna change it now. That's what you do though.
No.
Shelton get
No.
caught,
Y'all
and then
change.
Shelton start moving. Shit.
Not at all. Not at all.
Shelton gonna say this shit. Now he's being facetious. Get the fuck out of here.
Cole Hart says, "Let's go Celtics. Boston in 6." Y'all need to chill out with that. Boston just had a good game.
We're gonna get our. We're gonna do
Yeah,
our
we gotta
picks
get our
too.
predictions. Yeah.
Woo.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. Steph Curry don't look the same, bro.
What does Steph got to do with that?
Steph Curry.
Whoa.
No. I'm just talking about Golden State in general.
Really? You think that?
His shots, they don't scare me like they used to.
They should, bro.
Steph's been killing, bro.
They should.
Did you see that game one? You saw game one?
He's just doing it. Yes, I saw.
And you saw how many times
against this team?
you saw who had to win that game?
Click.
I'm just saying you saw who had to win that game.
Don't. I just gave Clay some props. Don't let me talk.
No, I'm saying don't make me. No, who had to win that game because it was a back-to-back play, right?
Clay hit the 3, yes.
But who tried to shoot before him?
Clay hit the 3.
Who shot before him?
Think about how many shots Clay missed before that.
I'm just saying exactly. That's how bad the Splash Brothers are.
They ain't splashing no more.
They about to be the Ass Brothers.
It's a drip going on.
Yeah, I'm gonna say it's some faucet water.
Clay, you know, I'm giving Clay a pass to a certain degree.
They making me respect Jordan Poole. That's how shitty they playing.
Because I know Clay just came off injury, so
I don't give a damn about all that. This is playoffs. Everybody hurt.
Is Clay where you thought he would be, or has he exceeded your expectations?
It's below.
I'm about to say he about me.
Really?
Yeah. Clay does not look good.
So I'm telling you,
he below yours too.
If Clay was
no, y'all thought he.
If I was copping from the plug and he said I got this Clay Thompson, I'm like, oh, that's mid. That's straight mid, bro.
To me, this is kind of where what I'm saying is this is what I kind of expected him to be after 2 years off. You know what I'm saying? That's kind of what I'm asking.
He looks worse than what I expected, bro.
Why we gotta act like
really?
Yes.
Bro, this nigga had a long time to recover.
Clay is averaging 20 points.
Has he not had a long time to recover?
He's had 2 years off though. That's what I'm saying.
He had a long time to recover.
But these are serious injuries he had to come from.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He had a long time to recover.
Right.
And that's what I'm saying. What I'm seeing right now, based off that long recovery and where he's at now, he's mid.
Clay looks bad, bro.
He is mid.
No.
He can still shoot his ass off.
I just didn't expect him to be much better than this.
Here's the thing.
I didn't expect him to have 20 points a game.
I didn't expect him to miss as much as he's been missing.
Oh, the
Splash Brothers in general,
especially Curry.
It ain't Splash right Curry is shooting like I think for the season he shot like 38%.
Yeah, he was like
that's not Steph Curry.
By the way, people have talked about Westbrook when he was below 40, but they didn't say shit about.
And that's why. And this the same season where this goofy ass motherfucker came to Madison Square Garden to win his 3-point award.
That goes to the point that goes to the point y'all making about Luka though, because Steph was winning and Westbrook was not. Correct.
What are you talking about? What do you mean?
When you talk about them not talking about Steph shooting, but
no. I'm talking about media narratives that were driven. I'm talking about all people talked about is how bad Westbrook and they pick and choose certain things to pull. But here's this other guy that's shooting just as bad. They started to do it when we started to talk about it, but that's all I was saying about that. But either way, I don't know how you can say that about Steph. I think Steph is doing it in a different way. When he gets hot, those threes are gonna go. So
when he get hot, we can say about any nigga.
But
when they get hot.
But Steph hot is different. But what Steph is doing now is he's actually, going to the basket a lot more. He's taking the mid-range a lot more. Yeah. Steph was the reason why they even got back in that game. They were down by 13, 14 points. And Steph hit I think he scored
that's a nice move.
That was a nice move.
He hit a couple of mid-range shots. They went on an 8-0 run. Memphis had to call timeout, and then there you go. So Steph was the one that actually helped Clay get to the point where Clay could actually do some shit.
Look at that. Did you see that?
Yeah, he made a floater.
Steph been a killer, bro.
I'm not saying he's shitball. I'm just saying these Splash Brothers ain't the same. These ain't the
Splash Brothers are not.
No, they're not the same.
That's gone.
They're not the same, but they're still the most dangerous men in the NBA, in my opinion, right now. They still when they get hot
as a backcourt.
You worried about Clay?
Yeah, both of them when they get hot.
I ain't worried about Clay.
That's what I'm saying. Why we gotta say when they get hot? They were always like when they were.
That's actually a good point.
When they were them niggas, we didn't have to say that. They were like, that's just the Splash Brothers.
Yep.
They always
have to garner that same.
Yeah, now we got to.
They still garner
them getting hot. Their regular game was another person's hot.
Yeah. Exactly.
They're not. Now you're saying we gotta wait till they get hot.
Exactly. That's like how when you get older. Like hold on. I need 30 minutes, baby. I gotta wait till I get hot. This Viagra gotta kick in.
Warm up the oven. You gotta preheat the oven.
Yeah, these niggas like, come on, bro. These niggas used to be come out fresh.
How about Clay? Come on, Clay.
Other niggas had to warm up just to match their shit.
I can't get a commercial.
But Clay's coming around.
It's that Jordan Wood
Clay's coming around. But when he took that shit, Dick, I didn't think it was going in. Because he had just missed one, didn't he?
Yeah, he just missed
I know with Clay, the funny thing is with me, I trust Clay more with those like coming off screenshots than Steph. As far as in clutch moments, I'll say that. Not in general, but just in clutch moments. Because I don't know. Clay just has he's more heartless than Steph, in my opinion.
He was.
I'm just talking about his mentality. Like I think Steph is a finesse player regardless, but I think Clay is like, nah, I'm darting your ass in the eye. Like, this is I'll end the game.
I don't know.
That's just my opinion. But so when he took that shot out, because especially after Steph missed, Clay was like, "Oh, all right, if I miss this, then it's really over. Like we lost the game." So that's why I was like, "Okay, I trust that shot." That's why I was like, "Oh yeah, they made that." I was more interested in see how would Ja respond, because he actually had a chance to like do another game winner like he did in Minnesota, and he just missed it because Steph had a good defensive play. Even though honestly, they should exploit that matchup because Steph could not stay in front of Ja for shit.
Now it was somebody that he took off. He was like, he can't guard me or something like that. He was saying,
but Steph made a good defensive play to win the game. So props to him. But it ain't splashing no more, bro.
But see, the players around them step up too, man. They have, they can go deep in that bench, and a lot of those guys step up. From Damian Lee, Toscano Anderson, they can go deep.
You over here naming niggas that don't matter. Stop.
They matter a lot.
Don't do this, bro. And Toscano,
they play major minutes. How do y'all discount these players that are playing minutes?
Damian Lee got some time. It wasn't a lot because he fucked up when he got in the game. He couldn't catch the pass.
He out there now.
Brought him back out.
This motherfucker want me to respect Moscato.
Man, I respect all those guys. So they can call on. He can call on anybody, and they step in and can play.
If you would have said Kuminga, I would have been with you.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Damian Lee
played good minutes last game. He playing good minutes this game.
This nigga said Montego. Like, we gonna give a fuck about these niggas.
Man, y'all better start watching.
If you would have said Gary Payton,
y'all better start watching.
Gary Payton. Give me somebody I know.
I would have been, because he
is always.
You could have. He said Steve Kerr.
He always play good.
I like Damian Lee. Damian Lee, clearly, he named motherfuckers that didn't really do shit.
Damn, he named the janitorial staff. We got Damian Lee and Toscano Anderson.
The fact that they can come out there and play good defense and play good minutes.
But shit.
In Iguodala's absence.
Hey, Iguodala just there for moral support.
Iguodala over there making business moves. He in Silicon Valley.
I mean, hey, this last super looked sharp though, bro. I'm sure we all knew Golden State was gonna come back.
Now this is gonna be a close series. I got this going.
Let's
do it. Let's get into our predictions.
Memphis had an opportunity though
to do
with a quick run out. I think Draymond is hurt too.
Draymond got suspended last game.
Well, he got hit in the face.
Why you name Otto Porter?
Otto Porter too. I was just naming the young guys.
Nah, you knew
proven wrong, Damian Lee.
You knew not to say shit.
Oh my gosh.
Ooh, good read, Ja.
Forget I say Damian Lee.
Good read, Ja.
He just Steph's brother-in-law.
He gonna be on the bench.
That's his brother-in-law for real?
Yeah, it is.
He's smashing Steph's sister?
Yes. That's her husband.
What you think about his sister?
She's all right.
We'll say that later. Let's get into these predictions. Ken, Boston, Milwaukee. Who you got in how many games?
Wait, go back and read last round.
Okay.
Yeah, our predictions from last round.
I was gonna do it after once we get to the conference finals, but
I mean, since we
just
I
guess recap the first round.
First round,
I ain't do too high. I don't believe.
I think
first round we everybody first round
we made predictions.
Ken said Atlanta in 7. Shelton, everybody else said Miami.
I said Miami in what? 5?
You said Miami in 6.
Oh shit!
I said Miami in 4.
So I was off 1.
So yeah, it was.
Well, I can't pick how many games.
So Boston and Brooklyn series. Everybody picked Brooklyn except me. I said Boston in 7. So
oh wow,
yeah,
I'm 0-2 already. I told you.
Milwaukee and Chicago.
Everybody
said Milwaukee in a sweep, so we were wrong, but it was a gentleman's sweep.
And I said Milwaukee in 5, didn't I?
No, we all said
because y'all said
you switched it. You switched it at the end.
Oh, I did.
Yeah.
Dang, I thought I had that right.
Toronto and Philly. Everybody had Philly, but Ken had Philly in 5. Me and Sheldon had Philly in 6, so we called that right. And then in the West, we had Phoenix and New Orleans. Me and Sheldon said a sweep, but it went in. What was it, 6?
Yeah,
Booker got hurt.
The Booker got hurt. Messed that up.
FIFO and Ken said gentleman sweep, so they
Capella messed me up, man.
The Memphis, Minnesota. I had Memphis in 7. Ken, you had Minnesota in 6.
I had that right.
And FIFO had Minnesota in 7. So yeah, me and you, Sheldon, you had Memphis in 6, so you got that right. So you won that shit.
Timberwolves dumbass fault. Three games they were up double digits.
Then we had Golden State and Denver. I had Denver in 7.
I got that right.
Everybody else said Golden State.
I said Golden State in 5.
Yeah, you got that. And then we had Dallas and Utah. I had Utah in 6. Everybody else had Dallas.
I had Dallas in 6.
No, you had Dallas in 7.
I thought I said 6.
No, you said 7.
Dang. I don't know what I be talking about sometimes now. I be wrong now.
Yeah, I think I may have got 1 or 2 of those right.
Jackson is just so sloppy with his shit. But he get it off though.
They be ugly.
It be ugly as even how he shoot. I'm like, bro, you shouldn't be in the league. But no, we always like we all had some ups and downs in those predictions.
Yeah,
but mostly ups. Now second round, Boston, Milwaukee. Ken, you kicked the can on it so you can give me to read off all that shit. So now you better. Or Shelton, shit. What you got? Boston, Milwaukee.
Oh man, this is a tough one, boy. This is really tough.
So I think it don't really matter moving forward what you pick.
I think Milwaukee in 7.
Milwaukee in 7.
I thought I said Boston early.
I got Milwaukee in 6.
I'm going Celtics. I feel like I'm cursing the Celtics. I'm sorry, y'all. No. I'm talking myself into the Celtics. I'm going Bucks.
Ooh, Ja.
In 6.
All right.
Because Giannis just on another level, man.
I think so too.
Nobody's really been fucking talking about it.
No one's talking about it.
I mean, they just demolished Chicago.
No one's talking about it because it's like I think it's just that impressive to where it's like, all right, we're gonna save this shit for when it's like
when
time.
It counts.
Like, yeah, they're gonna bring all that shit. That's how they always do in the playoffs. Bring all them stats up.
Mm-hmm.
Philly versus Miami. Shelton, who you got? And in how many games?
Give me Miami in. Give me 5. Miami in 5. I don't think it'd be a sweep because I think Embiid will come back.
I got Miami in 6.
6.
I really hate Embiid.
Manny had a good post to the chat about that. He was like, because when Q posted that Embiid was hurt, he was like, "Oh damn, the Iron Man Embiid is hurt again."
He hates Embiid for whatever reason.
I don't know why.
Yeah, Manny's like the ultimate hater. Manny hate everybody. But he likes the Mets. But anyway, and the Jets.
And he got that goofy ass shot off.
Watch this shit go in. Oh,
they Splash Brothers, bro.
So I hate that Embiid ultimately will put the Sixers in an 0-2 hole, and that's going to severely impact this series. Mm-hmm. But I'm still going Sixers in 7.
Steph was taller than Ja just now.
Steph got to go. He got to get a mid-range shot to score now, boy. Who you got, Kim?
Sixers in 7.
All right, bro. You just been saying shit.
Somebody said it in the chat. So watch Ken pick Philly.
yeah, I'm picking Philly.
He's saying all that shit. Memphis and Golden State, the game we watching now. I got Memphis in 7.
Golden State in 6.
Warriors in 6. I like Warriors here. Man, I don't know, man. You know what, Nick? I'm gonna join you.
Don't do it. Just stay where you at, bro. Stay where you at. I like being on the island. I'd rather be on the island. I'd rather be wrong on my own.
You talking to stay there?
Yeah, because then I'm gonna talk to Ken like, damn, what you really think about? I don't even want to do all that shit. Nah, I'd rather be on my own.
I'll stay.
And then Dallas and Phoenix. I got Phoenix in 5.
Give me a sweep.
Phoenix in 6.
But Luka gonna average 50, so it won't matter.
You said Phoenix in 6, Shelton?
Uh-huh.
All right. So those are our predictions for the second round of the playoffs. And we're already in the second round, man.
That's crazy. It's been flying.
Mm-hmm. Yep. No, it has been. It's been fun though. Watching them. So I think the only one I didn't watch much of in the first round was Miami and the Hawks.
Speaking of
I didn't
Miami,
either.
yeah, that's because we already knew what the deal was. Miami, all right, we got to have a conversation about Miami. Are we just really just ignoring them because they just not that like they're not that like captivating as a
Ken,
team?
answer that question, Ken. Why do you not like Miami?
Miami is.
They win
I
games.
don't believe in them, and I think they've definitely got a free ride in the first round. A busted up down. They did a number on Trae Young, and Capella was out, so they whooped up on them boys fairly easy. But it's not that they don't impress me, but it's not because they don't lack superstars or anything like that. It's just like there's nothing I see there that makes me believe in them. If it's a Miami Bucks rematch, Bucks gonna mop the floor with them.
You think so?
Man, I think Bucks gonna probably coast all the way to the finals, bro.
I don't know about that.
Who gonna give them problems?
Miami could.
Nah.
The
Miami
Celtics
could.
was just up 30 on them.
I ain't worried about
that
the
was a
Celtics.
fluke.
Yeah,
They just got hot.
That was good.
They got hot in the first half, shooting for three, and that was that. But they struggled to close that game out. And it almost feels like they're gonna have to adjust their mindset because it feels like they had it in for Brooklyn. Because a lot of people were picking Brooklyn to beat them and stuff like that. So I think they came in, we're gonna show you guys something.
Yeah.
This is different. You're going up against the reigning finals MVP, right? And this guy's on a mission again. And one thing I will give you credit. This is when leadership does make an impact and motivate your team, because now all these other guys they're definitely following Giannis, because Giannis has proven that he's the best player on the court. So, and then he's leading, so that definitely amps up everybody else. And they just believe, So when Middleton went out, I was like, oh, Chicago got a shot, and they look worse. They look worse when Middleton was out of the game. Like, the games were not even close. Levine quit. Levine just said, "Fuck it, I ain't even playing in the last quit. I ain't playing in the last game, bro."
And I ain't heard FIFA mention that nigga name since the playoffs, bro.
This motherfucker sound.
And Levine was his one.
Levine was his first.
I kept telling him.
You know how FIFA get with his light skins.
Yeah, I told him all year. I don't believe in Zach Levine. He kept saying, "No, you wrong, you wrong."
And then when they just mopped up them. Now Boston came back strong. I'll give them credit for that.
Boston did. They had to though.
But the way the Bucks played in that second half, I think you're gonna probably see more of that. And I don't know. I don't see Miami having much for them. I know Bam is.
Miami just got a lot. They just got a lot of players that can hit you with. Miami to me is like the east version of Memphis.
Struss and all these other guys. I
don't believe in them, huh? And I understand that because they ain't household names.
And then Tyler Herro,
who just shot that?
Clay. You saw what happened.
Did you see Clay shoot that airball layup?
I saw him make a three, and I saw what he just did.
Did you see the one before that though? That was a bad.
No,
Clay, come on now, Clay. I'm talking good about you.
They lucky Memphis ain't got a.
He needs to take the fucking bandana, the headband.
That headband is killing me.
The headband is what's keeping him alive.
It
right
is.
Now.
You said it's keeping him alive.
Ooh.
And then he got ripped.
I told you, Steph is all that finesse shit, bro. In the playoffs,
they was Steph.
Who was that?
Jordan Poole.
Oh, they look alike.
He just don't like
Jordan Poole had like one good game in the first round, and then he went down MIA.
Nah, Jordan Poole's earning my respect.
No, I like Jordan Poole, but it was just like, remember that 30-point outing he had? Like, oh shit, everybody talk.
Now he had a couple of them, Ken.
Ooh, cookies.
In the first round, he had a 30-point game, a 29-point game.
Did he?
Yeah, 27.
I thought he went ghost.
No, not Jordan Poole.
Because he's the most consistent warrior.
Yeah, he's played this whole time.
Hold
He had
on.
one. I think one game was average, and I think that's when he went to the bench. Not in the first round,
bench, right?
That was the last game.
Ooh.
Wow!
Did he dunk on that nigga?
Wow, he dunked on him.
Wow.
I think he had that last game was good.
No. Let me tell you his playoff.
I ain't see Wiggins get up like that since Kansas.
Yeah, that was the Wiggins I want to see.
That was the Wiggins.
That's why they brought Curry off. That's why they started to play Curry.
Good pass. That's
and
a
they benched
phenomenal
Jordan
pass.
Poole.
That first game, the first game
he went off.
First game, I'm just gonna go through them. He had 30 the first game. The second game, he had 29, I think. Let me see.
He ain't gonna make that.
29 the second game.
Okay.
The third game, he had 27, I think. Let me see. 27 the third game.
They keep passing the ball. Somebody shoot, nigga. Shit.
The fourth game, let me see what he did.
That's when he had 16?
11 the fourth game.
So, okay.
And then the last game, he had
Wiggins
8.
Yammed on him.
So the last two games.
Okay. So, yeah.
Wiggins hit him with the Lamborghini.
And then he went back up.
And then he came back out. I knew he struggled somewhere. I knew
them last two games.
Because I was like, why is he on the bench? So I thought he got benched because of everything that went before.
Nah, they just went back to Steph starting. And I think he had to adjust back.
But I think he may have had a bad shooting game or something like that. But I don't know. It don't matter. But yeah.
But he stepped up big time.
No, I
needed
fucks
him.
with him. Yeah, I do. Yeah, no, I do. I like him a lot. He taking Clay spot.
Mm-hmm.
Clay better watch out.
The only difference is Clay is the spot up. Like he catch and shoot, whereas Jordan Poole, he likes to create.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
So it's better to run him when Steph is out, or they can play together. It's his team when Steph is on the bench. Like right now, Steph is sitting down. Oh, Tyler Herro won 6th Man of the Year.
Yeah.
Good for him.
First Miami Heat to win that.
Wow.
He deserves it though. He what did he average? 25?
Like 20 something, yeah.
Some 20 plus.
Yeah. And he did what they needed him to do this year.
He had to. Niggas was talking shit about him at that bubble year.
Yeah.
They was gonna trade his ass for who was on the market. They could have traded.
Shit, because he was hanging out with Jack Harlow.
Yeah.
Whack ass. Mm-hmm. Mm.
What team are y'all looking forward to, like post the NFL draft?
Damn. Gary Payton broke his damn elbow.
Oh, he did break his arm?
His elbow, yeah. That's what somebody said in the chat. Damn. What was your question?
What team are y'all like looking forward to after post the NFL draft?
Jets.
I was gonna say that too. I don't know why. Well, actually, I do know why because they got Sauce. But I'm more interested to see Zach Wilson because I'm like, all right, Zach, they surrounded you with some mean talent on the front and back end, like offense, defense. You're gonna have to do some improvement. He gonna have to win some games. Not a lot of games, but he gonna have to win some games. Cause he ain't win shit last year, clearly. But I just want to see how they justify him being number 2 overall. Cause I think no one knew about that shit up until like close to the draft, and no one questioned it once they found out.
Yeah,
it's like why. So I'm looking more sort of just, but I do like what they have, and I do want to see Sauce do good.
I want to see the Eagles for the reasons we talked about. I just want to see if those improvements are really that significant and what Jalen's going to look like. Yeah. I want to see how he's going to perform now that he got and the reason why them over the Jets. I do want to see the Jets players, the new players, but I don't think that's going to be enough to make a difference in that team to get them out of last place.
I think it shouldn't be out the question for them to win like 5 games.
What, the Jets?
Yeah. Out of 17.
Oh yeah. But that's what I'm saying. They'll still be a last place team.
Yeah, but I just want to see some progress. Like I want to see what he does with like these weapons. How does he work?
Yeah,
because then he'll be another draft away from like. All right.
But that was a masterful draft.
That was a masterful draft, and they traded up and they got some more. Like
they got every piece that they needed to get. Baltimore had a really good draft too.
Baltimore did, even though I don't like that they didn't supplement him with a wide receiver.
Mm-hmm.
Especially if you're gonna give away Hollywood Brown with that.
And there's still time for that, but I really want to see what they can do. And the reason why I say that, you got a couple free agents still out there. You still got Jarvis Landry. That's who I would definitely get for him. So you have some veteran presence in there with some of those young guys to help like
Jarvis
Bateman.
said he wanted to go back to Cleveland now that Watson there.
I don't know why, because Watson ain't gonna play right now. But I would be hot on his tail. You got Julio Jones out there. You got a few.
Julio's done, bro.
They're done in the sense of playing, but what they can add to your team can be invaluable as far as leadership. And
Lamar need weapons, bro. He don't need leadership.
It ain't much to choose from at this point.
So then they fucked up not getting somebody in the draft.
Lamar will no longer be a Raven after this year.
You don't think so?
It don't seem like he was too happy with the moves they made. They're gonna have to have a really good year.
Yeah, he didn't like them trading away Hollywood Brown, but Hollywood Brown knew all about this trade because he was celebrating. He was in Arizona.
How was that not a foul?
And they also didn't get the replacement they wanted. Pittsburgh drafted him a spot ahead.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot the guy's name. But yeah, I couldn't believe Pittsburgh got, who was that receiver? I think he was played in Georgia. George Pickens?
They did? They got Pickens?
I think they got Pickens, bro. But I think I'm really
Pickens to Pickens.
Yeah, that's
what they were saying.
I'm interested in seeing the Jaguars. What the hell happened to that?
And it's like, I want to see how many of these guys become bust.
That Trayvon Walker pick shocked the heck out of me.
The first round was the top 5 were interesting because it was like y'all look like y'all just picking niggas.
Yeah, like
no one really believes any of these players.
I'm like Trayvon Walker came out. I'm talking about I hadn't heard him mentioned nowhere in the top 3 all season long. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, a couple days before the draft, this is the new number 1 pick. I'm like, where did this come from? I thought it was a wrap. Aiden Hutchinson was going to be that first pick.
I was surprised that what's his name, the corner from LSU, he went that high.
Stingley, yeah.
I thought Sauce was going to be the first corner taken.
He should have been. But Stingley had the rep. He was supposed to be that guy, but he got hurt.
Well, I've heard like he's like really like ahead of his like time as far as far as skill. Like he's got all the skill. Like he could start right away.
Correct, but he got hurt, so that kind of is what kind of was bothering him. But he always, because he played better the year before. But he was that guy when he's playing. He is that guy. But you can't argue what Sauce that done. Period.
I especially in Sauce as far as like as a corner, he's unique and rare because he's like 6'2", 6'3", and with a long ass wingspan. But I definitely like what the Giants did too. I think we got a couple steals, especially the Evan
Thibodeau. Yeah, because Thibodeau was long time rumored to be
number one
pick. That's who initially was the number 1 pick.
But they say he ain't got the motor and shit.
Yeah, so hopefully he'll have a chip on his shoulder and come in and play ball.
Yeah, and he in New York, so they gonna definitely question this shit.
Most of the time when they say these guys don't got the motor, they be right.
All right, Chan, chill out.
I'm just saying it because I be feeling that same way. I was like, man, y'all just be saying shit, but that shit be ending up true, man.
What the hell? Who shot that shit?
To be in the playoffs, these some of the ugliest shooters I've ever seen in my life.
Who shot that shit?
Kyle Anderson.
Yeah, slow mo.
Now it'll go in sometimes, but it's
Kyle, he shoot like he really wants you to block his shot.
It's just an ugly jumper.
Otto Porter. That's why you don't talk about Otto Porter.
Oh, that was an offensive foul?
Was it? I think it was. I don't think they called it on.
Yeah, they did.
They did.
Offensive.
Wow.
Oh, I didn't think Desmond Bain was gonna play tonight.
What happened to him?
He ain't been
hamstring.
Oh. Yeah, he's been balling too.
Yeah, he didn't play good that first game, but he got hamstring.
I think his last 2 games were bad.
He played good that game.
No, I didn't watch that closeout game.
Man, that game he had in that Memphis series when he was just lights out from 3.
Yeah. I didn't want to watch that last because I knew what Minnesota was going to do. That's why I didn't want to watch it, man. I was like, I'll only watch it if Minnesota win. And they did exactly what I thought they were going to do. Blew another double-digit lead.
We knew we called that one. We called that one from the beginning.
You called it.
Yeah, D'Lo was not going to show up.
Kev Timothy's bruh. Why do they let this nigga shoot? Kev Timothy, where would y'all rank Tatum and Brown as a duo in the league? They top 5 duo. Oh no, he traveled like a bitch. Did that nigga not just hop, step, and then kicked it out?
Hey man, I hate Wiggins, man. I really do. I don't necessarily want him off the team. I just hate the fact that he made the All-Star team.
Ooh.
Milton, man, he came out of nowhere. Milton wasn't even playing.
He
didn't even play that last series.
Yeah, but he showed promise. He was somewhere else where he showed DeAnthony Melton that he showed promise, and somebody just got buried on the bench. But
he didn't even play that last series, but he was lighting Golden State. He was the only one that, well, after Josh started initially, this last game, he came out there balling. He had no fear.
Oh, so now it's John Morant dad and Dale Curry.
Oh,
and we'll see them. Yeah, they got pictures of them.
Oh, Dale was hanging with him.
Mm-hmm.
T. Morant is a star now.
Who is?
John's
oh,
dad.
That's his name.
Yeah.
T. Morant.
Mm-hmm.
Jalen and Jason, they went for 59 of their 109 points. Where do they rank as a duo? Oh man. Okay, so we got top 5. I would say they're top 5.
Yeah, they top 5. I can't name 5 better pairs.
Yeah,
better than in the NBA. Because them niggas, they average like 20 plus per person. So it's like there's not that many duos doing that.
Chris Paul, Devin Booker.
Does Chris Paul average 20 plus?
Man, that game he had.
Who against Dallas?
14.
The closeout game.
Yeah, New Orleans.
Oh yeah. He
14 of 14.
Hey, his shots will make you sick too. Because none of his shots be going in. They just kind of bounce around the rim.
Nah, with him is also because of his size. Like this nigga just be getting around everything, making all this other shit.
They can't do nothing with him.
Yeah, it looked like the Pelicans was gonna extend that to 7 games. But yeah, that was a good one. Well, yeah, I don't think he's averaging 20 though a game though.
No, is he? He is now, I bet.
Chris Paul, he ain't been averaging.
Not for the regular season though.
He ain't been averaging over 20 for a minute. He usually averages like between 18 and 19.
Let me see. Yeah, that's true. Shit, he averaging.
Melton played for the Suns. Yep. Yes, Mr. Ant-Man, we did see. We had a whole conversation about that, about them trying to compare T. Morant to LaVar Ball.
Yeah,
and it was a crying shame because I still haven't. I think I only heard T. Morant really speak once when they interviewed both dads. So to try to do that and to use, first of all, it's really insulting to turn LaVar Ball into something negative. I have my issues with LaVar Ball as well. It played out exactly where we are now, and them basically using him to attack other black fathers because of all of his antics and foolishness and stuff like that. Everything went to his head, and he went too far, which allowed them to take it to weaponize it and turn it against other black fathers, which is really sad to see. But yeah, what has T. Morant done to anyone for them to even say that? It makes absolutely no sense.
They were just sitting in there enjoying the games. They're
just not used to aggressive
and
black fathers.
getting coverage. That's
He's
it.
not even aggressive.
I'm just saying he looked aggressive to them.
And all he did was go to the game.
Because we know what he is. But to white people, this is aggressive.
He dressed all young and hip and shit.
He look like he sell dope.
Yep. Gotcha. Come on, man.
Hey, mid-range.
Come on, man.
Hey, Curry got a second. This is his second chapter of his life.
He a killer, bro.
When that 3 gone, bro, he gotta get that
That
mid
three
range.
ain't gone, man.
Bro, look, you see all that shit he had to do just to get that shot off, bro, and he
He a
took that
killer,
shit right
man.
in.
I don't think
You saw
people.
that blue square. That's what you shoot at right now, boy.
I think Curry probably more of a killer now than he was early
All
on.
right, bro. You trying
I'm telling you, Nick.
Nah.
I'm telling you,
When was
Nick.
the last time you
Turns it
seen
up,
Curry
bro.
Yeah,
do some
he got
killer
more stuff
shit?
in his bag. Put it that way.
Last game.
Last game.
And in the series against in the first round.
That ain't no killer shit.
In the first, you didn't see him and Joker. Him and Joker went back and forth. He sent Joker
Bro,
home.
that series was never in question.
No, it wasn't in question, but that last game was game 5 was, and Joker came with it.
Good defense.
Ooh,
Steph.
he still
Joker
got a
came
bounce.
with it because they, Joker had a great fourth quarter, but Steph Curry, man, sent him packing. But
So, do you think LeVar won? He accomplished what he set out to accomplish.
I mean, he accomplished as far as getting his kids paid. He accomplished that.
nah, I don't think so, and I think it's
yeah.
partly because he said too many outlandish things.
Mm-hmm.
And I, everybody's gonna use that against him.
I think
I do.
Yeah, I think he really wanted his kids to be great, and then he just took it too far. Because it is hard to raise 3 niggas to go into the league.
No, it is. And see, here's the thing about that, Nick.
It was a beautiful play.
Is that when you point out that they're not great, that they may be above average to good, the first thing people say, well, you got 3 players in the NBA. But, okay, that's fine. There are Holiday brothers in the NBA. He's not the first one to do it.
Mm-hmm.
He's the first one to brag about it and say that they were going to have that they were going to be fucking damn champions and all this other stuff. He set the expectation so high.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, your accomplishment is great, but that's not what we're grading you on.
Yeah.
We're grading you on what you said they were going to do.
Yeah.
And that's the issue.
That is true. What he said is what you have to kind of. Oh, you made that. What you got to kind of grade him on. I thought I was like, man, he got both them boys in the top 5, which that was nice. Even though he didn't.
Ooh, and he got the pass off. Slow-mo ain't gonna do shit.
Nothing.
Where's JJ at? He in foul trouble? This nigga throwing
Probably
goofy ass shots. Grab
the rebound. He coming in now. But he got both, the 2 of them in the top 5, and the third one I didn't think he thought LiAngelo would even make it to the league. Probably just trying to sell him.
He's still trying to get in there, motherfucker.
Mm-hmm.
But we all heard that he was kind of iffy anyway.
Yeah, he was the iffy one.
So that's no surprise. I mean, it played out like most of the people that were talking about the players, whatever the other one is in Charlotte.
LaMelo's more marketable. Lonzo is skilled enough.
Push it.
You don't want to run with them boys.
Ja's so good.
If Ja gets a consistent, Ja's like now is in the Giannis phase of his career. If he can get a consistent mid range or something like that, bro, he's gonna be dangerous. Thompson got them white boy fundamentals. He can make a layup out of nowhere.
There you go. I remember they were hyping JJJ up too.
He was a top 5 pick, wasn't he?
He was, but they were like
huge compared to Draymond right
Yeah.
there. I didn't realize he was that big. You got to make that job.
You got to make that.
Nah, he ain't got that shot yet.
He could pull it out every now and then. He was clutching.
Yeah,
Minnesota.
he.
Oh, good.
Bro, they cookies taken, bro. Throw that up.
Oh,
don't throw that up or make a better pass.
Yeah, he should have threw that up earlier. But was that
rip.
slow-mo?
Yeah,
goofy ass nigga.
He got to get ripped.
They got a damn sloth on the court.
He was the perfect.
He threw the pass slow.
He was amped about that steal.
And now he going to the bench. Yeah, you got to take him out.
He was amped about that steal, and he had to move faster than he wanted to.
He was the perfect Spurs player.
Why is Memphis taking the cookies like this, bro? They just getting steals left and right. Clay about to.
Bro, you ain't got that no more, Clay.
He tried to do that turnaround. Look, he tried to do that turnaround. that splash is it ain't
dried up.
Ain't no more
Come
splash
on,
to
bro.
that.
You can't be a big man. You can't finish around the rim.
Good block.
Ooh.
Oh. Man,
Hey,
hey,
Ken, I'm trying to tell you,
these
bro.
dudes cannot tie. Oh, get out of the way, Clay. Get
Oh!
out of the way, Clay. They cannot tie this
Nah,
game
you
up.
got to get out of the way.
Good pass.
The game just got to be
slow.
close,
Don't.
so.
Yeah, I'll say don't be goofy now. Don't get hype off your own shit.
Who was that, Kuminga? That was nice, Kuminga.
Yeah, I like Kuminga.
Yeah, he stepped up big time. They cannot tie this game up. They've come close to tying this game up several times, and every time they get down 2,
That nigga just
do something to mess
rolls
it up.
up.
There's nothing you can do with
That
that.
looked like an NBA 2K dunk.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, he don't even look like he. I was like, how did he even get that much energy or momentum to? Hey, man.
He'd come out better just attacking him early.
Who, the Warriors?
No, I'm talking about Clay. If that's the only, I was trying to think of is there anything he could have done to stop that.
Tell you, man, Clay, man. I'm gonna give him another year. I ain't. He's getting back in the swing of things. But man, there was a time when Clay would shoot, automatic. You'll be surprised he missed.
I would be like you said. I would give him time because I would think that by next year he'd be better. Harden, I don't give Harden no more time.
The thing about Clay, and while I'm giving him time, is that I'm hoping this isn't who he is now, and I'm concerned that it is, because one thing you should be able to have is your shot.
Your shot. But if your legs, if those legs have been out like that, that's the first thing that affect. So I think after this, he's still getting his legs under him because he ain't been back. But how long? Less than half the year. So he's still trying to find his way. And I think a summer of playing basketball without being regulated, next year we'll see closer to the Clay that we thought.
I hope so.
He was.
The only thing I know is that you don't get better as you get older.
You don't. You really don't. You really don't. But I trust what I'm saying, I guess, is if in comparison of the two, I trust him more than James Harden. I don't think James Harden is going to work as hard as Clay.
That ain't really saying much now. James Harden at least Clay got a reason. James Harden got no reason why he in the condition.
None.
We've been telling that nigga to stop going to the club.
I mean, he'd like to hang out with little baby.
Shit, I would too. I ain't gonna hold you.
You'll be out there.
You see, Steph would have took that shot. Look at them, bro. They taking their cookies every game.
They still gonna lose this
See,
game.
now they have a chance to tie this up at the half.
Steph is a mere mortal now, y'all.
They might sweep these boys.
Steph is a mere mortal.
He is, man.
Hey, I'm telling you, kid. Look at him. You seen him?
They just younger. They ain't used to these young dudes. They the old heads now, man.
Oh, I know what I was gonna tell you. You know, the one thing what in the world, Steph?
I'm not gonna say.
I told you they go down 2. They have a chance to tie. They cannot get it done. He gonna make that. Every time they get down 2, Memphis scores. No matter what, they'll miss a shot and Memphis scores. They get a chance to tie it. Now he'll make this.
Look at that, Nick. Tell you, bro.
Hey,
he don't have to shoot the 3.
That was he's 1 for 4 now in these last 4 shots.
He don't have to shoot the 3 though.
He don't. That's what I'm saying. All he has now is his slashing and his mid range.
You calling Steph a slasher now?
Yeah, he got
Steph Curry.
Steph a slasher now.
He's a streaky shooter.
No, watch. They're gonna miss this and Steph gonna tie the game.
Ja's making some incredible shots.
Yes, sir.
And he's gonna get injured doing this shit.
I hope not, but
he doing too much sometimes. I be like, bro, you ain't have to. Like, the nigga did a 360 scoop layup. Come on, bro.
Oh, wow.
What the hell?
Oh, wow.
This is how you become a superstar. Now, if they beat the Warriors, Ja Morant out of here.
Hey, give me Ja over Luka.
What are Draymond gonna do with it?
He fouled, didn't he?
Ja Morant stardom is gonna be out of here.
Draymond coming down the lane would not have scared me a little bit. But yeah, you're right. If they can win this, it's gonna be Ja.
And it's not like they're just winning them. Like Ja is like behind it. He's the force driving it. You're making these crazy shots. That dunk you had on somebody in the first round, the Timberwolf. Who was it? It was the reason why they came back and won that game.
That whatever that Their what
Nas Reed or somebody.
Vanderbilt, wasn't it?
Yeah. Either way, that actually you can point to that play and be like, that changed the game because that got them some momentum. They came back and they took their game from him. You know, he dunked on somebody in game 1, didn't he?
Who? Kuminga?
Nah, Ja. And I watched this game, but I can't remember.
Was that in the Minnesota series or that was in?
Nah, he had one in Minnesota. I thought he had one in this one.
I don't think he got one in this one.
In the first one, okay.
Why wouldn't you get that ball when he left it on the floor?
Good foul. I be hating that shit too. I be thinking like, why don't you just pretend like you going for it? He going
like make him pick the ball up.
Never let no nigga just.
Look, what was that?
Because that's why they run right by you.
Now his free throws, he got to work on that shit too.
Points.
He getting those Dwayne Wade calls.
He was saying he's doing D Rose fail so he could run. Because we could have been watching D Rose do this for about 4 or 5 seasons.
I hated D Rose, bro.
Are they sitting Wiggins down?
I hate him because he was going against the Celtics at the time, and I still am a huge Rondo fan, but I was at my Rondo peak, and I ain't want nobody.
Yeah, I fuck with Rondo heavy.
I ain't want nobody because I love the reason why I became a Rondo fan because he looked at Chris Paul when he was in New Orleans. He said, "Nigga, you ain't gonna never win shit."
Then he spit on him.
Yeah, he spit on him. And he punched him in his grill too. Who was that? Was that Poole?
That's Poole.
Oh, this is in striking distance, bro. This ain't shit.
Oh, okay.
This ain't shit.
Speaking of striking distance, these niggas ain't hitting them motherfuckers like they used to.
No. They're not playing a good game. And like I said, every time about 5 different times they was down 2 with the ball and they would do something stupid.
Where do we see Jordan Poole going?
Oh, when he leaves here?
Nah, just like in terms of like his place in the league. He's getting a lot of like attention. Like people are talking about him. Like he's doing shit where people is like, oh man, this dude Jordan Poole. Like he went from FIFA talking about, yeah, look for this Jordan Poole when he compared him to fucking who did he compare Jordan? I wish he was
something crazy.
Somebody that didn't make any damn sense.
He was saying all types of
and we were like, what? Instead of saying Jordan Poole's gonna be that guy. But to now everybody's looking at Jordan Poole like, oh shit. Like
now he's impressed me.
Yeah.
If they get past Memphis in the series and because of him and leading like 20 plus a game and shit like that, I'll believe it. But this is the series where I need to believe. If they lose this series, then he ain't shit.
Well, it's kind of I can't say that because he kind of like what we talked about. He's playing behind Clay and Steph, so he ain't playing
behind Clay.
He ain't playing behind him.
In the lineup,
they playing with him. They playing with him. They playing with him, and he about to.
In the lineup,
and they about to move Clay to the bench.
Okay, you think that?
That's what I'm saying. Why you think Clay dressing like a bench player now? He getting ready for the role.
And shit, he was starting over Curry in the first round.
That's because Steph was coming back from that injury.
I know, but he ain't playing.
They always got some reason why Steph.
Shit, when the Warriors were struggling, they benched Clay and started Poole.
Thank you, Breeze the Dream. He compared Poole to Sean Livingston with the 3.
Man, oh my God. I was like, what?
Sean Livingston with a 3.
Oh man. That's what it took me out. It took me out. Sean Livingston was nice, especially when he adjusted to his injury.
But it was never
man. Yeah, I don't remember Sean Livingston being like this. Yeah, Jordan Poole's electric, bro.
Yeah. Oh man, Sean Livingston is more like slow mo.
All right,
that's closer.
Yeah. Well, all right, man. We're gonna call it a night. We thank you guys for coming through, man. I think there will be a Thursday show. Probably like a watch along, something like that. I'm sure we'll have Q on then as well. We'll see you guys then. We out. Peace.
Hey, if y'all get a chance, like, subscribe, and please share. Get somebody that you know to watch with you next week. I mean Thursday. I'm sorry, Thursday. Yeah.